This week, big news about Ethereum. So, last week was not so special compared to the previous weeks, but we had one major thing going on and we'll discuss it a bit later. But first, let's look at the week, crypto market week. So what was the performance last week? And we can see that we had some up and some down days, and in total last week was minus 6% performance. So as I said, nothing special, and month to date is at minus 15% approximately, and the market has its up weeks and has its down weeks, and it's hovering around 270 to 300 billion market cap. And yeah, this was one of the down weeks, but as I said, nothing really special happened, and we can say that the base is forming, and then we'll see where the market will move. So we expect it to move it a bit higher, but let's wait and see what happens in the following weeks.
Okay, so if we check Bitcoin and Ether, so as you said, the market continued its downtrend, but it wasn't as drastic as it was the previous weeks.
Yeah.
So Bitcoin had 1 week performance, a negative performance of minus 6%, and month-to-date performance is around minus 30%. And Ether is generally the same, so minus 6 on a 1 week performance and minus 13 on month-to-date performance.
Yeah, so basically it's really in line with the general market. We said that last week was minus 6 for the market and minus 15 for the total month, and the same with Bitcoin and Ethereum. As I said, quite in line. Let's take a look at the movers, market movers in the top 25 space. So the biggest gainers of the last week was Binance coin, I think again. And as we said last week, we are really bullish on the Binance coin. We like the project, not just the exchange, but everything they're doing behind, and they're really vocal about it, and the community notices it. So yeah, we are still very bullish on the future of the Binance coin. Then we had the Ethereum Classic. We know why. So Coinbase listed Ethereum Classic as one of its supported coins. So this helped the price as well. So plus 12% for Ethereum Classic. And we had Dash as one of the best performers with a negative return, but nothing special really happened here. Still got to the top 3 place anyway. Yeah?
Okay, so if we check the top weekly losers, on the first place we have Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is actually very volatile, and sometimes it goes really up, drastically, but then it falls down again, and this is the moment that
it's just more volatile.
Yeah, it's just more volatile.
Most of the other top 25 coins. Right?
The second one is IOTA, and IOTA has now had a negative performance the second week, so it's kind of repeating what's it, and it's going in a downtrend, so that's it.
It had a huge spike before, it's still cooling down. We see this often in the crypto space, so we see one coin really exploding and then slowly climbing down in the next weeks to its, let's say, previous value. And this is currently the case with IOTA probably. Yeah?
And on the third place we have NEO with minus 15%.
Okay. So these are the weekly movers, gainers, losers. And now let's move to this big news and the announcement I said in the beginning. So CBOE president actually said that Ethereum, as far as the SEC is concerned, is not a security. And this is, I think, a very important step. Again, the same as Bitcoin, because there's quite a lot of speculation and fear that Ethereum might be classified as a security. And on top of it, actually, the officials said that it could even happen that, let's say, a project starts as a security during the ICO phase, but later actually is not a security anymore, becomes decentralized enough, and it's an important statement from the officials, and I think a good let's say, move in the right direction for the crypto market as well. Eh?
Yeah, definitely. So keeping on the topic on Ethereum, they actually posted the upgrades, which are Casper and sharding. Now, to give you a, let's say, Homer Simpson explanation of what these two things are, it's actually what it will do, it will provide the blockchain to process the transaction much faster, and this also concludes that they will the fees for each transaction will be lower. So it will make the blockchain much more friendly to the average user.
Faster and cheaper, yeah?
Definitely,
very important. And Binance, as we said before, is working really hard to offer a fiat gateway, first for the euro and for selected clients, but later for others, and they plan to set up a new company just for this. But again, as I said, Binance will be a big fiat gateway, which will be very important during the next bull run. So again, one more important
And it's
thing.
really interesting actually. So Bittrex actually also stated that it will provide fiat trading.
Yeah.
So we can see these exchanges trying to implement this in their core business, to try to allow their users to fiat trade and actually provide that.
Not just crypto,
not just crypto,
definitely a very important step.
Okay, so the last news, which was actually a recent report, a very, very interesting one, was actually that users really have to be skeptical about the ICO ratings that they see on the internet, because many of them can be actually bought out. So you have to be really skeptical and read the whole report on how the analysis was conducted.
Yeah, and that's, I think, one of the things. We have a clear case here that regulation needs to come, because right now it's really easy, a few hundreds of dollars, and you have a top rating on some pages, and this is not good for the crypto community as a whole, and definitely it's good that things like this are exposed, but regulation will set these things, let's say, in the correct framework, and then the reviews will really be the reviews that you can rely on. But for now, it's really important that you do your own homework and not just rely on others and other opinions like this. So basically this is it for today's weekly report and update. Thanks for listening to us and watching us, and please share your comments, ideas, and share the video if you like it, or our podcast as well. Thanks guys, and see you next week. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.